fistula affects women, yes, but it's not a women's issue, it's a human issue.
I am committed and advocate and prioritize maternal and newborn health through the Beyond Zero campaign.
Welcome back. I'm Cecilia, Karanja, the founder of Fertility Kenya organization. So, since you founded Fertility Kenya, what is the most inspiring and successful story Fertility Kenya has actually been involved in making a couple get a child?
We've been able to have 3 of our members conceive. Yeah, from now December last year to this year, they've been able to conceive. We have like 3 pregnancies on the process. We have like 5 members who have been able to adapt. So basically those are our success stories.
Kenya recently celebrated Mashujaa. Do you consider yourself as a Shujaa?
Yeah, I consider myself a Shujaa because many people have gone through what I've gone through. They've gone through infertility, but they've never come back and give back to the society. For me, I've come back to thank God because of what He's done to me. And what I'm saying is, no woman should go through what I went through. So I consider myself a Shujaa because I'm going to pray to God that I redeem the people who are going through infertility, and I redeem them from the stigma of not having their own children and change it to them holding their own baby. Yes, in the most easiest and cheapest way possible.
What do you foresee Fertility Kenya in, say, the next 5 years?
Wow. Hey, we really have big dreams of Fertility Kenya. We see ourselves in 5 years having, in terms of thousands, yeah, people go through treatment of infertility and succeeded, as in people holding babies because of Fertility Kenya help them walk their journey. We plan to reach the society in general. We plan to meet millions and millions of people to just educate them and the ways and types and the way they should treat people who are affected with infertility. The other thing is we plan to have our own center, a fertility center, whereby even if within 5 years we are not able to have an IVF, people are able to come in our center, spend there as they do their treatment, because we have a lot of challenge when people who are going through IVF treatment or they're going through the procedures, they have to travel all the way from Kisumu. They come and go to their families, or they take a hostel. Like the other time we had somebody go through IVF and they stayed for a full month in a hostel, paying a hostel. So we want to have our own center whereby we all be meeting. If people are coming from all over the country, they can come where we are, and then they spend there. They don't have to use their money, and then they get treated. The other thing, in 5 years we want to have at least Fertility Kenya centers in all the major towns.
From the moment you realize that you couldn't conceive naturally to your entire struggle, the point now you're a proud mother, what lessons do you think you pick and the society can actually learn from it?
For me, what I've learned or what I've realized is that the earlier you know your problem, is better for you, because it's so easy to know what you're suffering from. You come, you do your test this month, for example. If I know that I have blocked tube, then I get a solution. The other thing I should run to is the solution. So what I will do is start looking for money so that I can do the treatment. Even if I took between 1 and 2 years to get the money to do the treatment and get my baby, nobody will ever know that I struggle with infertility. So the lesson I've learned is when you get married as a couple, don't wait and say that now we are going to stay for 10 years or for 1 year so that we start getting a baby. No, run to your gynecologist even before you get married or immediately you get married. Get to know, are you okay? Are my tubes fine? Are my uterus okay? Then if you know you're okay, then now you can start planning if you want to have your baby then or later. But before you know if you have a problem or not, don't start using your contraceptives. No, run, get to know if you have a problem. If you have a problem, start to know what is the treatment. And before people know or realize what is happening, you would have gotten your baby. So this stigma of people stigmatizing you because you're not getting a baby will never be there. The problem that we are having, we as people who are affected with infertility, we stay for a very long time before getting the treatment. Why? Reason being, we are being sidetracked by number one, our husband tells us we don't need a baby right now. The number two things, we are told that now it is a curse. Then we are laid hands on, we are trying to pray for us. The other thing is, Mitishamba is on the way. They are telling you take this medication so that they can cleanse you and you're going to be okay. No, no, no. Don't go for all those things. There's no need for all those things. Run to the doctor. Get to know the 4 things. Do the 4 tests that I told you. Do the HSG, do the pelvic scan, do the hormonal test, do the sperm count. Once you do that, you're good to go. You either know you're going to start the treatment or you're going to start the family planning if you don't want to have your baby there.
Okay. We're almost wrapping up, and I want you to take this opportunity, and now is your parting shot. Talk to a couple who are struggling with infertility, be it a man, be it a woman. What do you think?
I want to talk to a couple who is struggling with infertility. I normally tell the couples who come here, there's nothing as good as people being together when you're struggling with infertility. That woman needs your support, you as a man. That man needs your support, you as a woman. At this point, let it be that you are each other's company or you're each other's baby. Treat your husband as your baby, treat your wife as your baby, and this thing is going to be easy. The other thing is you need to talk about it. Don't just assume, because what happens is people assume infertility. Don't assume it. Just talk about what is happening with you people, get tested, and then you can, if it's too much on you, you can come to Fertility Kenya and we're able to talk to you about it. The other thing is get a solution. If you're too far from us, get a solution in the nearest hospital. Simple things I told you is you need to get tested. Get to know what your problem is before you get a solution. Yeah? The other thing is when your parents are talking bad about you, don't feel bad. I know it's painful, but incorporate them about your situation. Let them just know what is happening with you. Because when you talk about a problem, it will be half solved. Because the parents are talking about you, thinking that you don't want to have a baby with your son, or you don't want to have a baby with your daughter. So if you talked about the problem you're facing, then they will never talk about you. They will always talk about you when they have a solution to give you. So basically, that is what I'll tell a couple.
Thank you very much. It has been a wonderful experience having you on the show, and we support and wish Fertility Kenya success in what they do. And on that note, we end our show today, and hopefully hope to see you next week. Please don't forget to check our website www.zahanati.co.ke, and also like our Facebook page Zahanati Health Portal. And for more information about Fertility Kenya, you can also check their website, www.fertilitykenya.org, and they also have a Facebook page called Fertility Kenya. And there's also another page for Facebook, it's called 10 for 10 for Mother Campaign. It's their upcoming campaign for Fertility Kenya. And in case you want to support Fertility Kenya, they have their M-Pesa PIN number 762222. Until next week, thank you for watching.